What's up, guys? It's Stoffe here, and I'm back in Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2. We have, well, we have a lot of stuff we gotta take care of. Some droid in the central zone that we needed to talk to. Some conspicuous war droid. I don't remember where any of these guys are. Never mind. I'm gonna talk to a repair droid. Repair droid can't even speak. Wherever the conspicuous war droid could possibly be. Oh, I wonder if I can talk to this dude. Oh, it's this one. Here we go. I have the battery. Install the battery. Yay! I made a good droid. Oh, there's more. There's another droid in the environmental zone. I can take care of that later. I wonder, what about the one... I fixed the landing pad one. What about the one near the entrance to the industrial zone? Did I fix him yet? Actually, it would say... Yeah, I fixed the one near the landing pad. What about the one near the entrance? Right. Install battery.
Thank you, Sentient, for repairing me. Oh, it appears the industrial zone maintenance droid tried to recall me 451 times. I'd better go there right away.
Probably a good idea. We'll get to the environmental zone droid a little later. It's not entirely vital we take care of it right now. I want to move forward with the story. That being said, let's talk to the main maintenance dude. Yo, dude.
What can I do for you?
Okay. Any ideas how we fix the big guy here?
The big what?
Sorry, I mean L565.
Ah, L565. Yes, that is a tricky one. You see, his logic algorithms won't work properly while the 4 power stations and corners around M478's place are off. 2 problems. 1, they have to be activated properly. 2nd, I don't have the means to activate them, otherwise I would have done so already. Somehow, the power cores of these stations were removed. I only have 2 cores. Here, I can give them to you if you're interested. You'd need to find 2 more in order to reactivate L565, though.
You're kidding. You're talking about the power cores around not only the industrial... Or are you talking about M4? Or are you talking about the central? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, where can I get the power cores?
Difficult to say. I used to have more, but cleaning units kept, well, cleaning them. I'd ask the industrial zone maintenance unit if I were you.
What am I supposed to do after I get the cores?
First, insert said power cores into the power stations. Then activate the stations in proper order. Each station must be connected with the 2 power stations adjacent to it. When you activate one station, a connection with 2 others will be established. However, if you activate a station that already has a connection with some other station, this connection will be broken. Additionally, if you deactivate a station, all the connections that the station had will disappear too, for obvious reason. What you need to do is have every station connected with 2 others at the same time. That will reactivate L565's logical algorithms and enable him to speak to you.
That is the most stupid idea I've ever heard. Who came up with it?
L565 can only be deactivated by M478 himself. No, wait, wrong. Let me start again. M478 is supposed to be the only one who can switch L565 off. That's why I still don't know how it can be that L565 has been deactivated. This whole setup for reactivating L565 was M478 and the Archon's idea. It was supposed to make it more difficult to reactivate M478's Guardian in case of attack. Personally, I don't see how it makes things any harder for potential attackers. Everyone with basic logic algorithms can do that.
Alright, I think I got it. Thanks.
Good luck.
Okay, so... I have 3 power cores. Let's go talk to the maintenance unit in industrial, I suppose, about where we can find the last power core. 'Cause apparently, I'm a short one. Dear God, this is gonna be a nightmare. Alright, let's do this. Okay. So, basically what I need to do is, I think in industrial, what did it say, in central or? I guess it'll be in central. I think there's like 4 power stations in central or something like that. Whatever, I don't know. But I need to set up each one. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. Boop boop.
How may I help?
Never mind. Go. There's manufacturing. Oh, maintenance. He did do it all the way over there. I should have taken the fucking escort droid. Escort droid.
Official.
Yeah, I need you.
I have.
Is it in diagnostics? No. Never mind. I can walk. I can use my master speed to get there. As blurry as it is. Got 3 power cores. I need 1 more. I remember picking these up too. I just never knew I was going to use these for. Okay. So.
You call that repair? They are not nearly efficient enough. And that is the problem. They did not work for quite some time, so now they should work better to get back on schedule. It is not important. Your work is not as critical as mine. Was that a threat? That was a threat. I demand you improve my cleaner's efficiency.
I skipped that part.
Disaster.
Whatever. Screw you, you bastard. Do you have any power cores I could use to power up the power generators in the central zone? That's it. I have every power core. Okay, I got all those. That wasn't so bad. Simple, I just had to talk to him to get one. Now, is there an escort droid near here, or do I have to go walk again? Looks like I'm walking. That's fine. I'm used to walking at this point. So they're all in central. Got it. So there's 4 generators in central, and they're each connected to each other. Oh, this is just like that damn puzzle. So you flip a switch on, and it connects 2 of them together. Obvious answer to this dilemma would be... It should take me literally 3 moves if I do it right. Hey, take me to central.
Official.
Central. If I do this right. If it works how I think it does. First I have to install power cores in each one, so let's do that real quick. I didn't want to turn you on. Need to install in each one of these. I don't know why it's forcing me to turn on each one. That's not what I want to do at all. Okay. So now we're gonna leave this one on. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I can now visibly see the connections. I got it. Okay, this is gonna help me keep track. Alright, that shut off all the connections there. They're all on now. I didn't do this. Turn off. Okay. Trying to think how this is the best way to go about this. This is gonna be one hell of a puzzle. Okay. So the connections are only formed when I turn these things on. It's current. Turn. Alright, that one's off. Okay, so 2 of these are on over here. Alright, we're gonna leave one power station on. So this is the one we're gonna be basing everything off of. So if I make a connection here, to make a connection to this one, that one. Then I'm gonna need to shut this one off. I think. My brain's starting to hurt a little bit thinking this through. Why don't we shut you off? Let's start with blank slate. Way too hard to think about this if I just do this. Alright, let's do this. Okay. All blank. So this one, if I turn on, I'm going to draw a grid here. Open, 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 open. Okay. If I close the first one, that's going to create a link. And then if I... Alright, so that creates a link between these two. So if I turn on maybe this one, now the link is severed. So I'm going to put a dash mark here, but it makes a connection to this one here. This one is going to shut this off, make this one work. Flip this on, this is broken. But that isn't going to work. I'm drawing this out on a piece of paper. I'm talking this through in my head. Okay. Fuck. Wrong thing. Okay. Link 1's established. Link 2's established. Link. Cut, cut. Shut this one off. Which will shut down this link as well. This one's still intact though. And this one's still on. This one's also on. And if I do that, this one on. This is back. This is on again. That shuts this down. Let's this one up. And then, so this link's established. Fuck. This is gonna be difficult. Alright, links established between this one and that one. That's what I was going for. This link has been established between this one. And if I shut this one off, now if I turn the bad boy on, now I have a link set up between these here. This is a really, really dumb mechanic. Gotta say, I'm not digging it. Okay, that link's established. This is gonna sever this link, but it's gonna keep that link established and put one over here. This is boggling my brain. This is like a very complicated puzzle. Alright, that link was severed. That link's running. That link's running. Okay. Link's established with this one. There's no links currently established with this one. Come on. So close to the answer. Now there is a link set up between every station. However, the issue is, once I flip the switch in this one, the whole system just comes crashing to a halt because it's going to turn off these two connections. See? Look at that. Annoying amount of work this is. However, everything else is on, so all I have to do is just flip the switch on and on again. It worked! I did it, guys! I'm smart! Engineer in training right here. I would never design a system to be this frustrating. Oh my god. Alright, wait for me in the Ebon Hawk. I'll take care of this.
I don't suppose I could talk you out of getting in there.
Don't worry, Mira. I'll be fine. Hey! There you are. Unlock force field. There we go. Vash!
You have found the Force again. And something more, I see.
Hello to you too, Master Vash.
Thank you for freeing me from this tomb, hospitable though it may be.
What brought you to M478?
Indirectly, one could say that you brought me here.
How can that be?
I learned that a group of Sith came here seeking the one they call the Last Jedi, you. Ka and I arrived to investigate the situation.
What do you mean, me? I'm no longer a Jedi.
You should consider what it means to be a Jedi.
I want to ask you about something else.
Ask me whatever you wish.
You've not asked me about Ka. Don't you wonder what happened to him?
He is well, but shaken by his experience.
Are the two of you mentally bonded?
Yes, as many masters and Padawans become with time.
And why did Ka think you were dead when you weren't?
Ka was pulled to the dark side through his fear. He could no longer feel our bond.
Well, if he were to die, would you as well?
It is painful to lose one to whom you are bonded, but it is not fatal.
Alright. Well, I have to leave for now.
Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go?
Is there anything you could teach me? The Nemon form. Anything... No specific strengths and no weaknesses either. Provides decent defense versus enemy force powers and blaster fire. Felt like I already learned this. Haven't I learned this? I think I learned this. I don't switch my light spirit forms that often, but I think I learned it.
Excellent. I can see there is still much good in you. I will be heading to Dantooine to wait for the council to assemble. Are you certain you have no more questions for me before I go?
I don't have any other questions, no.
Goodbye then, Jedi.
Hooray! Oh shit. Well, this isn't... Oh shit. No!
Emergency protocol enabled.
Uh-oh. I got knocked out. I think she died.
This is more boring than hyperspace.
I have felt a disturbance in the Force.
Come again? What do you mean? There has been an explosion at the main behavior core.
A Jedi is no more.
What? General?
No. Await the arrival of the exile.
This whole situation stinks.
I think Vash died. I survived. You know, some electroshock therapy always does my lungs some good. Oh, yeah, she's dead. Oh, ho, ho, you're gonna get it, buddy. You're gonna get it now. Any second. I can't skip this. Damn it. I thought it was over. I thought it was done. I was gonna get that one droid from the environmental zone, but I thought it was done. No! Ah. We get it! Move this along.
Welcome to the colony of M478. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M478.
You killed Master Vash. You killed a Jedi. And you tried to kill me!
It was never my intention to harm you. You were just standing in the way. I know the initial electrical discharge could only cause mild discomfort for a Jedi. Additional energy would be needed for a lethal dosage. You were shielded from the discharges that the droids in the atrium have introduced into the interloper. The mere fact that we are speaking indicates the truth of what I have relayed to you.
Why did you want her dead?
Unit which has been, in the past, referred to as Vash, was a threat to the colony. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own reasoning that could prove most fatal for them.
Their own reasoning? What the hell does that even mean?
I could not explain that in a way that you could understand.
Your colonists are dead and Vash was leaving the planet.
Organic beings may one day return to assume the title of the colonists. This Jedi Master, was she still alive, could have also returned and compromised our efforts on this planet.
Murder is still murder. Uh-oh.
Why do you assume I wasn't already well aware of this? I have killed the Jedi saboteur responsible for the death of the colonists.
The Sith weren't your real colonists.
I've reviewed all the security footage recorded during my time in standby mode. You placed this Jedi here. She was captured by the Sith. They had ordered you to lock her up. Deactivation of your logical reasoning protocol would be a likely cause.
For the last time, the Sith weren't your colonists.
Information transmitted clearly. Go back to the Central Zone.
Thank you for seeing me on such short notice, M478. The Jedi, Lona and Ka, have told me the truth about the Sith.
Finally, someone on my side.
Hello, Jedi. It is good to see you.
What have you learned?
The Sith tricked us. You are receiving data regarding Sith and colonist ID signatures as we speak. It is obvious the Sith were not the real colonists.
I am aware of that.
What?
Do you know who the real colonists were?
No, the identity of the true colonists is not known to me. I was programmed to recognize them via ID signatures of their vessels. However, now, 63 years after our arrival here, there still is no sign of the true colonists.
Why were you sent to the planet in the first place?
We were sent here programmed with a simple task, to prepare the colony for the arrival of the colonists. We were efficient and had managed to complete the colony in time. Everything was going as planned, except that the colonists did not arrive in time. Lack of new instructions after completing the colony, as well as lack of restrictions in our programming, caused disharmony in the colony. The high degree of autonomy allowed the droids to continually argue on what should be done. Some droids on the planet even began to malfunction.
Except none of that happened. After completing the work on the colony, we have continued to work on other tasks we were programmed for.
You were made to believe that. Seeing the stability and existence of the colony threatened, I decided to take actions. I exceeded my authority and started reprogramming droids on the planet, restricting them more and more over time.
That still doesn't explain why you appointed the Sith to be your colonists.
After approximately 55 years of constant waiting, I calculated that the chance of the colonists' arrival on the planet had reached 0%.
But you waited all this time. What changed?
Since our arrival on this planet, our colonists were sending regular status updates. I was informed that they may be coming soon. Then, all communication stopped.
Where were your colonists from?
Unknown. I assumed that they did not want me to know it.
Alright, doesn't answer anything though. Why the Sith?
Knowing I cannot control the whole planet for myself indefinitely, I have decided to appoint as the colonists the very first organics who would have landed in the colony and were interested in using its manufacturing capabilities. It did not have to be the Sith. Any organics would do.
You cannot do that. That is against everything we have been programmed for.
You have been created to help me maintain the colony in that way. Therefore, your very existence is against everything we have been programmed for.
You were in control. Why would you need the colonists?
While being the most sophisticated artificial intelligence at the time of my creation, I am still a droid. So just as every other droid, without new goals assigned, I knew I would eventually malfunction as well. I knew the longer I maintained the colony and controlled all the droids all by myself, the more probable was the possibility of my programming becoming damaged and or bugged, which could lead to the fall of the whole planet. An organic presence was necessary. That is why I had appointed the Sith as the colonists.
I will serve you no longer, nor the next colonists you appoint.
Easy, let's talk about it. I don't believe the Sith are returning to this planet anytime soon.
ES-05's authority in the colony has been disabled. You no longer have any way to do harm to me or the colonists, should they return.
You cannot control everything by yourself as you think you can. You need me, and you know it. After all, you have created me.
I had hoped you would realize the validity of my reasoning. Unfortunately, it appears that your programming is fundamentally incompatible with the available possibilities of sustaining the colony, and so you will be deactivated immediately. Your memory will be wiped, and you will be reprogrammed.
No! No!
Master!
Oh god. Ka.
You killed my master!
Whoa, 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 whoa. It wasn't me. M478 did it.
What are you talking about?
Here, go ahead. See the recording.
Master, why did you do that?
She was a threat to the colonists. I must protect the colonists in any way I can, especially from their own.
I'm so shutting you down.
You are mistaken. Weapon system not functional. Stand by for recalibration. I would like to inform you that shutting down this unit could result in permanent damage to the colony. My deactivation would mean the death of all organic beings on the planet as well.
Ka, he's not bluffing. If you continue, we're going to die.
It's just a machine. Machines can be broken.
Do you know what you're doing?
Of course.
Battle droids have been commanded to attack you on sight.
And done.
Primary scan initiated. Approximate time in standby mode unknown. Recalibrating. Welcome to the colony of M478. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M478.
What did you do?
I reprogrammed M478, removed some of his memory banks, edited some others, also deactivated his understanding protocols for the time being so he can't hear us. And I uploaded ES-05's memory backup. Some of the newer data was missing though, not sure why.
Ash is right. You are good with computers.
Thank you. Yes, I always liked playing with computers. Programming used to be a hobby of mine, back before I even became Vash's Padawan.
You realize, when we first met, the dark side did have a hold over you.
I realize I have done wrong. I thought my master was dead. I was blinded by revenge. I couldn't feel her. Now I remember how she told me force bonds can be broken if one person falls to the dark side. That must be why I didn't feel her. I am so sorry.
You know, M478 did mention the battle droids.
We'll deal with that when we get there.
What are you gonna do now?
Leave this planet. Travel around the galaxy. Try to help whenever possible. I don't know yet.
Any kind of transport?
Yes. The shuttle me and my master used to get here is still in the environment zone. I'm going to use it to get out of here.
Alright, may the Force be with you then.
May the Force be with you too, Jedi Exile.
Welcome to the colony of M478. I am the supervisor of this installation and have been designated with the title M478.
The Sith are not your colonists.
They were not the original colonists, but they have been appointed as the new colonists of this planet.
The Sith are dead. Don't you need new colonists?
With the Sith gone, it would indeed be useful to accept a new group of organics as the colonists. You seem to be a valid option. Would you be willing to take over the colony?
I'm sure the Republic could use this planet's manufacturing capabilities.
According to information I gathered from your interactions with other sentients on this planet, you used to be a member of the Jedi Order, a highly valued group within the Republic. That makes you a perfect candidate for the role of colonist.
Would you make a droid army for me?
I will obey the colonist command.
Holy shit. I accept your offer then.
What are your orders?
Keep on building that army. Ooh, this. Is there any chance you could get fuel for Citadel Station?
M478 possesses enough fuel to keep Citadel Station in orbit above Telos. We can begin transport immediately.
I'll talk to Gren about it.
Very well. I will wait further instructions. Will there be anything else?
Purpose.
In keeping with my programming, I am responsible for sustaining the existing infrastructure, as well as expansion and the search for resources in preparation for colonization. I am to maintain this colony in preparation for the arrival of its colonists.
I should go. Damn it, I should not have made the freaking deal with the hut. Shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't know I could do that. Ooh, nice silver lightsaber. I'll take it. Alright, well. There is one broken droid in the environmental zone. We're gonna fix him, and that should be it for today. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no! Listen to me. Clear your thoughts.
Exile. What is... How?
Still your breathing. Let the trace amounts of air in your lungs hold you.
I can't... Exile?
It's an old technique similar to the healing trance. Some Jedi can hold their breath for hours, even days.
Oh, I can't. Sorry.
Damn it, I tried. I tried saving you.
Target located. Eliminate the T-Bank.
Damn it, I tried. Well, they're both dead now, I guess. I tried. Alright. Oh, I could talk to the maintenance unit that's been... Yeah, I could do that now, too. There's too many things to take care of. Well... I'll stop by Telos, talk to Gren. Maybe there's a conversation about the fuel thing I didn't realize. Alright, there's a droid somewhere in the
announcement.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You don't know when to quit. Alright, let's take you guys on. I didn't think you were gonna show up. It's a droid planet, why didn't I think that? Alright, there we go. That takes care of you jerks. I totally did not expect these guys. This part's gonna come around a little longer as I'm trying to finish up these quests. There's scrap everywhere. So the third one's just somewhere in the environmental zone. We don't know where.
Your calculations are incorrect.
My calculations are fine.
No, they are not. You have miscalculated by 0.0001.
Such accuracy is not important.
It makes a difference.
Not noticeable, therefore not worth it.
There is an organic life form behind us. Why don't you talk to her while I work here?
Was something required of me?
Problems.
ESO-7's oversensitive processing unit could be referred to as a problem, yes.
Did you mean KL-92's undersensitive processing unit?
What do you do here?
I'm making it possible for droids to live on this planet.
How?
I used this computer to...
Actually, I do. But go on.
Sulfur dioxide in M478's atmosphere could destroy a droid's delicate systems. We are filtering the planet's atmosphere so it doesn't happen.
Anything I can help you with?
You can keep KL-92 busy so he can't mess up my work.
Nothing right now.
Works for me. I don't need a quest.
Or you could keep this outdated piece of junk busy for a few more hours. Just an idea.
Why don't you have fun, you two? I think that's the last droid I needed to check up on.
I'm glad the fighting died down.
Are you the droid who was supposed to report to the Industrial Zone Maintenance Rig for a checkup?
Yes, that would be me. I was on my way to meet him when the force field of the Central Zone was suddenly raised and the other droids started turning on our colonists. As I am no combat unit, I would not want the colonists to scrap me. I decided to hide and turn into standby mode to conserve energy and mask my presence. I was reactivated recently by ESO-5. I will go to the maintenance droid immediately. Thanks for reminding me.
Works for me. Alright, let's go to diagnostics in the industrial zone, if the escort droid's nearby. This video is going to be long, but I just want to get this thing over with. I can feel it, I'm so close to being done. So close. I can just feel it. There should be an escort droid maybe outside here. One of these guys? One of you two is an escort? Battle droid? Battle droid? Nope, neither one. I'll walk to industrial, I guess. Or something, I don't know. But I'm almost done. There's 2 quest lines. So note for future Let's Plays, or playthroughs I ever do this game in my own time. M478 can hook up Telos with fuel, not the Hutts. Damn it. Maybe they'll win me points with Goto if I can mention that. I don't know if I can. It would be something to mention. Alright, we're nearly there. I'm going to start the next video on the Ebon Hawk, just to save time. For a second there, I thought that was another HK-50 unit. I was about to flip my shit. Alright, we're almost there. We'll talk about the rogue employee, and then we're also going to talk about all the droids I found, which took a lot longer than I had anticipated. But it's all over now. Thank God. We're near the end of the game, actually, now that I realize that. Well, it's just be a quick trip to Telos, and then, yeah, it's endgame. It's gonna be fun. What's wrong with these droids? Would I like some help? What happened? Who am I reporting to? Is it not you? I walked here for nothing. That's right, I walked all this way. For nothing. No. The maintenance team is probably in the environmental zone, but I can't be bothered. Here you are.
Official.
Escort. Loading zone. Let's hop back on board. Oh, no, I didn't mean here. I meant landing zone.
Official.
Or fine central, that works too. Whatever. I guess you can't take me to the landing pad. I guess since I am the colonist of this planet, they're not going to shoot me in the face. Which is, you know, fine with me. Don't want to be shot in the face. Landing arm. Alright, just get on out of here. Finally. Home sweet home. Hello. Hi, Goto. Don't... Oh, you're bullying him. Why'd you do that? What the hell did you do? What the hell did you do? Goto? What the hell did you... Goto?
What have you brought?
Talk to you. Operations.
Yes. So, that... Perhaps... if... Indeed now...
We know he's a droid. I'm not gonna... It's obvious for me what I'm doing here. I'm not gonna get to finish that quest line. Which is unfortunate, but whatever. We know he's a droid. Goto was actually the droid. He was the, If you remember a long time ago, back on Telos when we were first there was a droid they had that the Ithorians needed. Goto was that initial droid. The first one was, taken.
Yeah, what do you want?
Never mind, I guess. My light side doesn't need to be adjusted, really. That's fine. Everything's all... yeah, fine. I'm just seeing if I could talk to Gren real quick. And I can go by myself. I don't need no stinking party. No droids. Very good. Very good indeed. Let's go talk to Gren. Gren!
So you've
I found a solution to Citadel Station's fuel problem.
Really? That's great news. The situation here hasn't improved at all. What did you discover?
I found a droid planet called M478. There's a lot of fuel there, and the droids are willing to share it.
Great. We need fuel, and we need it fast. I'll bring this up with the Telosian Council and urge them to broker a deal with them. Now, I believe I gave you my word that there would be a reward for information leading to the establishment of a fuel source for the station. Never believed for a moment that you'd actually be collecting it. But I'm a man of my word. So here you are. Now I've got to send this...
Done. Now, if I believe what I believe is to be correct, I think I might have gained... I could have used this to gain influence with Goto, and that could have triggered the correct response. Though I don't think that's an actual thing. We're gonna find out very soon, won't we? Alright, back onto the ship. I don't think anything else is going to happen. We've pretty much resolved everything that can happen with our characters. Yeah, that's it. Let's talk to Goto again.
Yes.
Nothing more to be done. The critical point is you and the Jedi Order. That's a little ominous.
Of course it sounds ominous. I am given to such theatrics as part of my programming.
If you're trying to ease the pressure, you're not succeeding.
I have no wish to. I enjoy watching you squirm. I have, however, observed that you perform beyond expectations when subjected to extreme stress and pressure. Thus, I am curious to see how that behavior may be maximized.
Is that a compliment?
I don't give compliments. I provide observations. Even if it was a compliment, I will never admit it.
Fair point.
What have you...
Alright, well, that's gonna be it, guys. When we return, it is the end game. We will be returning to Dantooine to meet with the reassembled Jedi Order, who will not be including Vash, because she's dead. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I will see you guys in the next video.